How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious. Unfortunately, Lucius has a broken, bugged interaction with Semrah, and not in a good way. He is not properly dispelling buffs, or rather they are not getting dispelled permanently. They return in huge quantities immediately after. I have been in active communication going back and forth with the developers. They're aware of the issue. They are being very, very receptive, so I appreciate that. I sent a long written explanation, but on top of that, they wanted a video, so that is this right here. Guys, please watch to the end. It's important you understand the interaction, because ideally, a lot of us are going to make a lot of noise about this, and they will fix it as quickly as they fix that anti-healing bug. Oh my god, if you're gonna fix the good things, you gotta fix the bad things, make it all even. Let's get into it.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Alrighty guys, let's get right into it, straight to the point so I can show you what is up. I figured I'd put the build behind me in case you were curious what my Lucius looks like. I went super high attack speed just for this example, though you do want to run him quick. I actually already set this up so we can enter auto fight, and I want to start off by thanking Always Analyze After. This is a viewer who DM'd me yesterday notifying me of the problem. I would have found it out myself, unfortunately, because when I went to do my Lucius testing, because I thought today I'd be making a Lucius guide, and I was doing, using Lucius for my Guild Boss 2 runs last night, I, of course, noticed it. It's kind of undeniable. Let me know in the comments if you guys have already seen this. I want to make this video now to kind of, for posterity, to have it in one place and really articulate it. I don't know if people are already talking about this. I know at least on Discord I'm seeing, like, people talk to me about it privately. It is not a great thing. Basically, what's going on right now, it's an auto run. It's a lot easier for me to demonstrate if we get to phase 2. It's something that occurs, obviously, during the shield stage. I can already point it out to you quickly now. You'll see he places Aegis mode, and then Lucius dispelled a buff. So next time when he goes to do Aegis mode and place his Aegis buffs, he should apply 1 buff. But no, he applies 2. He always just picks up where he left off. You're going to see this very clearly in 1 second. I'm going to interrupt the run here so I can handle there's always a lot of RNG with the acid portion. So I'm going to handle that manually. Just bear with me. We'll enter here. We're in this down state. By the way, none of this run is optimized. The placements are solid. They're not even perfect. None of this is optimized for high, mech parts or mech fragments, whatever they call them, high DPS, high results. I did this whole thing to try to get to the shield stage, the Aegis mode, as quickly as possible so I could demo everything for you guys. It's really as simple as that. But you'll see it really clearly after we go through this first round of, one time on each arm, and then you'll get it really clean as day, clear as day. Because it's crazy. Basically, Lucius, a key thing, probably the main reason, definitively the main reason I was so excited about him, so many creators, and then the whole community was so excited about him, is because he is a buff dispeller, which is something we haven't really seen before, and he is brilliant at it. He should be perfect for this, what for me and many is the hardest stage, the stage 2. But unfortunately, he removes the buffs, as you're going to see in a second, and when the boss goes to place a new buff, he just picks up where he left off. So instead of starting over again because he removed all the buffs, he adds all the buffs he removed, and then he adds a new buff on top of that. So bear with me as we get through this right here. I was too early on Nazim. I might have blown the whole thing. Can we get out of this? Let's see if we can tank it. It really doesn't matter as long as Lucius doesn't die. My apologies about that, guys. I triggered Lucius Nazim too early because I was too busy talking to all of you. We might actually absolutely get blown up here. No, we're good to go. We are good to go. Everyone held on brilliantly, somehow. We could still get wiped here, so let's wake up. Don't get wiped. Come on. Brilliant. Wow, very lucky. There's Nazim. I won't mess it up twice. That ain't me. I'm just triggering everything. Doesn't matter. The key thing here is I want to be triggering Lucius already so he doesn't enter the demonic embrace. At the end, guys, I do think there's an issue with his demonic embrace mode, which is when he does the big damage, when he gets the stack of damnation. So stick to the end to see how I break that down. I'm pretty disappointed in how that went down, but it's not like a bug broken thing. But every time you do his normal ult, he clears the stacks of damnation. This is key because we want to be able to ult in the phase that's about to start right now. So now, clear as day, I'm not going to be able to edit this part. Clear as day, I will be able to visually demonstrate and hopefully verbally articulate the issue at hand. So let's wait. I'll get a quick little Lucius ult out to make sure he doesn't end up damned for the next part. And I'm going to 1x this, or at least 1x this on key moments. I'm waiting for the Aegis mode. So if you don't know this, he places these buffs, which are Aegis buffs. They enhance the damage when he does his big Earth Shatter move. and they increase his damage reductions to both physical and magic damage. He can get up to 6 stacks. Lucius, however, can dispel buffs, so he can remove these. So the idea is, if you time out Lucius well, and there is an art to it, which what I thought I'd be making the guide on today, you can be removing these buffs at a good rate, so they never get too high. They never get to the maximum of 6. That is not what is going to happen. So let me show you. He's got 2 buffs up right now. He should be doing another Aegis mode in a second. There's a little slam. We'll heal with Elwyn. I don't really care about damage right now. Just click things as they come up. Leave it on 1x. So here's another Aegis mode. He's going to start placing new buffs. I'm going to ult with Lucius, and with a 25% chance, he is going to be, with slightly improved by his passive, he's going to have a chance to hit Pursuit. When he does his first 4 pursuits, it's just a piece of his kit, during his ultimate, he will, actually if I click, you can see it, first 4 pursuits, dispel 1 buff. Look at that, 1 just dropped off. He should be able to get these other 2 off, no problem, and all 3 are off. So we are back to square one, right? Lucius has dispelled 1, 2, 3 buffs. This boss has no buffs. Semrah is in Aegis mode but has no buffs because Lucius came to the party and he said, no thanks, bud. This is what I'm good at. So now when he does the Earth Shatter, right, the Aegis buffs make it hit harder. He's not going to hit that hard. You see, we tanked that really nicely because he had no stacks. Here comes Aegis mode again. So he should start placing buffs on himself again, but he should be starting at 0. That is not what is about to happen. You're going to see that right now. So he places the 3 we removed, and then when he would be placing the new buff, he's placing that on top of everything we already dispelled, undoing all the work and all the use of Lucius. You guys are with me, right? So what should happen is he placed 1 buff, he placed 2 buff, he placed 3 buff. He had 3 Aegis buffs. Then I use my Lucius ult, we remove 1, we remove 2, we remove 3. He's back to 0. Now when he enters the next Aegis mode and he goes to place buffs again, he should place 1, place 2, like this, right? No, he gets the 3 we removed instantaneously, and then when he goes to place, he's placing a 4th. So because of this, he always gets to 6 by the end of the fight. I mean, or maybe if you can put out a lot of DPS on this round, the 3rd or 4th or 5th round, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The devs are aware of this. I have talked to them about it a lot. I was not happy. Again, shout out to Always Analyze After for first bringing it to my attention. Let me know if you guys have also noticed this. So look, let's delete some buffs. -1, -2, -3, -4. Should have been -4, but as we went to take that off, he was going to place a buff again, place the previous 3 I just removed on top of the 1 that was remaining. So there's 1 remaining. He placed the previous 3, and then he went to place his 5th. So now there's 5 buffs, and Lucius takes 1 off. So there's still 4 buffs left. You guys see the problem, right? You're with me? We see how much this frickin' sucks. It's just undoing who this character is. Look, now when he goes to place, he places all of them. Everything we removed, and then he places number 6. So we got him down to 2. He places another 3, and then on that new placement, he places 6. He's now at maximum, and I'll just get the video wrapping, winding down here. He's going to start wiping us because as you can see from these, let's pause it. As you can see, with the Aegis buffs, it enhances the damage from Earth Shatter. Well, look at that. He has got 6 of them. So he's got 6 times enhancement, however powerful that enhancement is. And he is going to absolutely demolish us, right? He's hitting super duper hard. And this is only the beginning of the battle. This is only like round 2 of the 3 arms. We're only on the 2nd version of the shield arm, of the Aegis arm. Imagine what this is like in deeper fights. This is not the Lucius that reads in the kit, not the Lucius we are promised. It just undermines the whole thing. It really does. Let's see if I can demo this one final time with a quick Lucius ult here. I think I should be able to if we tank this. Yes. So look, Lucius is going to go. Oh, well, we're running out of time now, but he's going to start picking these off. None of it matters. He could get this down to 2 again, right? Because he's able to dispel 4 times. But when this guy would go to place, he'd place it right back up to 6. Because he instantaneously, when he goes to the Aegis mode to place a buff, he redoes all the buffs you took off. And then on top of that, not even just that, he still goes to place what should have been the new buff, the first buff, but it's on top of everything you dispelled. I really hope that makes sense. There's no world I'm saving that. I really hope that makes sense to you guys. Please make some noise about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really wanted a very hyper positive video today about Lucius. I've been planning this guide in my head for literally 4 straight days. I have a ton of notes. I could not wait. When the guide does come, it will be a brilliant thing. I promise you, it will be a definitive Lucius guide. But unfortunately, it is not working right. He dispels 4 buffs, but then whether it's a Lucius problem that he can only temporarily dispel and they return, or it's a Semrah thing that when he goes to place a buff, he also places all previously dispelled buffs. Either way, it is broken. It needs to be fixed. It is not broken in a good way. We're used to saying broken a lot on this channel and saying bugged, and sometimes it's a good thing. This ain't a good thing. This is only hurting the players. The final thing I said, if you hung to the end, I wanted to talk about this. With Demonic Embrace, right? This happens when he gets stacks of Damnation. So when you get these stacks of Damnation, he enters Demonic Embrace. This is just a personal thing. Let me know what you guys think. We need some kind of visual indicator so we can count the stacks. There's no way, at least by my eye, that I'm able to tell that we're getting stacks of Damnation. So I don't know when the Demonic Embrace is coming. This is where the huge damage comes from, but it also, that's the pro, but the con is it locks you out of the ultimate. You'll see when you're in the Demonic Embrace, you cannot activate the ultimate and you consume all your rage, because essentially it's a secondary ultimate. It's brilliant, but we need to be able to know when it's coming, because it's an auto thing, and if you can't count those stacks, very frustrating. You can say every 2 pursuits triggered inflicts a stack of Damnation upon the hero, but it's not like there's there might be some special animation for the pursuits, but I'm not seeing it. And certainly I'm not seeing a special thing for Damnation. It would be great if when we click on Lucius, like the way you can click on a hero and see what buffs and debuffs are on them, you could see how many Damnation stacks there were. It would give you far more control to what should be, and I think will be once this all gets resolved, a completely brilliant, super fun character. Love this guy. He's an absolute blast. I've been Fastidious. Sorry for not the most positive video. In a way, it is positive, though, because Moonton, they are committed to resolving this. We've been back and forth, so thank you so much in advance. Thank you guys for the noise you're going to make, right? Subscribe, join the Discord community, like the video, get in the comments, share with your mother. I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.